With this video, let's begin looking for products to sell as affiliates on JVZoo. So I searched for something like SEO, and I'm going to even search for something like business plan.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
Those are the two niches that I researched for this video. So let's look at the business plan first. The reason I wanted to start here is to show you that in a niche, a relative niche, business planning is actually not a niche. It's a pretty huge industry, but inside JVZoo, it's a niche because JVZoo doesn't have that many great products. It has a lot of low quality products. We want nothing to do with those, but it has few very good products. So what I'll show you is basically a niche that is actually a pretty meaty, good niche. Business plan has very little actual good results. First, you'll see that the launch data on a lot of these is a very long time ago. And if we click on one, for example, you'll see that under the vendor profile, their last active time was 2016, which is years ago. So we don't care about that, right? So this is the kind of products we're dealing with. And we don't want to give up on this niche yet. So we want to kind of look through some of the products to see if it will help us. So, okay, here we go. The second listing, secrets behind developing a business plan. Okay, if we click that, we'll learn more about it. You don't make a big commission. First of all, you can see it immediately. You can see the vendor is long gone, and you don't really know too much about this product. You can view the sales page with this link here and see what it's like. Pretty old looking, nothing interesting. You can read through it, but it looks like a typical overhyped, scammy thing online. It's not that good. So we can leave this thing right away. And the main problem with almost all of these is that they'll be pretty similar. Here's something that's slightly better. And one small tool that JVZoo does provide is this little heart symbol. You see the little hearts? This tells you about the seller. In the case of most of these sellers, they have no hearts. That means nobody works with them, nobody recommended them, nothing like that. Except here we have like one that has, two endorsements. Maybe it's their friends that they got to endorse them, who knows, but at least something. But the sellers who have absolutely nothing, that's a little bit of a red flag. Nobody's working with them. Why should you? But here's something also interesting. Business plan and business modeling app for startups and established companies. Okay, let's look at this. Just because it's interesting, the launch date is more recent than most of the other ones. So we'll click on it and we'll see some nice things about it. The sale price is $70, so it's not cheap. It's recurring revenue, so you get 75% of the first payment, which is really good, and then 25% recurring. So that's actually quite generous. It's very nice. Then you want to start looking into this further. The vendor profile, they are not too engaged, but still, it's okay. They don't have a lot of sales, but they still have some sales. At least it's not zero. Then you can view the sales page. And here's the thing. This does not look like a terrible offer until we got here. Now, if this is their sales page, you cannot be sending people to the sales page. And this is redirected to ClickFunnels, which is what we don't want. So they have kind of a broken sales page. So it would have been good, but they kind of dumped their account, it looks like, and they're not supporting it anymore, and you can't use it. And more or less, generally, this is going to be similar for all of these results. Now, if we look for SEO, that's a much more popular niche because SEO is very popular with online marketers, obviously, and JVZoo is very popular with online marketers. A lot of online marketers know SEO well, and they can sell SEO products, courses, essentially all those sorts of things. Now, with SEO products, there's a lot of people selling cheap links, promises of ranking higher with your website, which you're not going to rank higher, strategies that worked 10 years ago, quote unquote secrets for ranking, which are not really secrets probably, that don't work anymore. You get a lot of this kind of terrible offers, which are borderline spam. You get a lot of this. And if you're not an SEO expert, you should not be reselling SEO things here, because the one thing you should do is test the product before you sell it, because you don't want to sell bad things to your clients because they'll never buy from you again. You'll ruin your reputation with them forever. That's the one thing you want to be careful of. Do not sell them bad things that you wouldn't buy for yourself or that you would not recommend for free also. So you'd want to look through these. Some of these look very scammy, like quick cash with local leads. Just the language of this is meant to interest maybe the 10% most naive audience. Most people would look at it and be like, yeah, quick cash. All of these are like too good to be true, but there are younger people or just people who are more trustworthy than others. They fall for these and then they spend hundreds of dollars and then they realize, oh, I got scammed. This is very common throughout this industry, so be careful of that. But let's look at one program, MobiEase, with exclusive developers' rights. So if we look at that, it seems to be a program that's selling well. So we'll look at this. We'll look at the vendor profile. Now, I've looked at this vendor profile before I filmed this video just to do research. And you see, everything looks good, except they are a top 5% affiliate here, but like people don't really like them. They're getting under 3-star rating, 2.5-star rating average. That's really bad. And the refund rate is a little high. That also says something. Although refund rates vary with niches and with products, so we can't look into that too much yet. And you want to look at the sales page, and it's page not found. Very strange. But they do look like they're active. They do look like they're engaged. But you have to test the product. Right now, you can't tell what the product is because you can't get to the sales page. But what you can do is look at their profile and see what are all the things they are selling. If you scroll, you'll see that they have this single channel for Roku. Obviously, I'm in like the business/marketing. I would not be able to resell this. My audience wouldn't buy this. So now you have WordPress Developer Suite. That's something else. The question would be, well, can I get it elsewhere? I probably can. So these products don't particularly compel me. And so when I was researching this, I spent like an hour going through bad product after bad product after bad product after bad product. I could not find a product I'd sell that I would honestly feel proud about selling to my audience. And that's a red flag for me. And so I could not find anything. So in this video, I just wanted to show you the level of skepticism with which you should look through these offers, because a lot of them are bad offers. You'd feel bad if somebody sold them to you. Your clients will feel bad if you sold it to them. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to look for better offers so that you can decipher between them.